Welcome, everyone. Welcome to a comedy open mic here at the lovely Trackside. If you've never been to a comedy open mic, let me give you the rundown. So anyone can sign up. So if at a certain point you want to sign up, feel free to let me know. But comics are gonna get 6 minutes, maybe more, depending on if they want to go longer or not. They're gonna get the light at 5. You're gonna hear some comics do some old jokes, some new jokes, some bad jokes, some good jokes. So if you find it funny, feel free to laugh. If you don't, literally the worst thing you can do is do nothing at all. Just stare into their soul.
If they have one.
Yeah. Sorry, gingers. But also, with that being said, this may not be rated for kids. I just want to give that disclaimer, if that's okay. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, cool. Babies are allowed. Babies are allowed, I guess. They don't understand. Maybe they do. Who knows? But with that being said, let's get into some actual jokes.
After a sip of water.
Yeah, I had to wet the beak, So what's going on, man? Whoa. Hopefully not some more screeches. Let's turn this down. Can y'all still hear me in the back? All right, cool. Yeah, so what's going on, man? Well,
How are you?
what up, Dave?
How are you doing? I'm doing great.
I'm doing good.
Nice.
I work today. I work as a farmer. And on the way to work, I came across a cat on the other side of the street. And this motherfucker was just sitting in the road. And I was just like, what is this cat doing? Dude, I'm gonna be late for work. So I turned around and I went back to the cat. And I came up to it and it still wasn't moving. So I honked my horn and still nothing. So I got out of the car and yeah, so I looked at it and yeah, basically, yeah, someone hit this cat. Someone hit this cat and then dipped. Can you believe that? Someone just hit it and quit it. Worst part about it is they didn't even finish the job.
So you did.
I guess. Yeah. Basically, I ended up taking her into this yard. And hold on, sorry, let me start this timer. I always do this. I always get distracted. All right, cool, timer. But yeah, so I put her in this yard. And as I called the hospital, the Banfield, this lady comes out, and it was the cat's owner. And yeah, turns out she didn't have a car, so she was like, hey, is there any way you could take her to Burlington Animal Services? Yeah, so I did, and yeah, they put her down because they couldn't do anything for her. Yeah, so they did some euthanasia, preferably I like doing old people in Asia.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Very good joke, my friend.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the cutoff on that, Edgar?
Huh?
What's the cutoff?
The cutoff? Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to figure that out myself. But yeah, so yeah, I had to take her. I had to stop. You know, something in me was just like, I have to stop for this cat. Like a couple years ago, I lost my dog, my only dog, he got ran over by a car. And ironically enough, it was on my mom's birthday. We were in Wilmington. We had stopped at Bojangles for breakfast. And I was like 20, 21, so I was pretty dumb. And yeah, so I let my dog off the leash. But this, if you don't know, the Bojangles by Wilmington, it's like right on the major freaking like US 17 highway right there. So as soon as I let my dog off the leash, this motherfucker just runs away from Bojangles. And I was just like, I guess they might. He just ran away from Bojangles. And I think that dogs are very intuitive, and so are cats. So I felt like he sensed something that I wasn't picking up on. And low-key, I think that might be because Bojangles actually uses cats and dogs instead of chicken.
Are you sure you weren't in Ohio?
Direct flight.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm a believer in Jesus.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm.
Where's the joke?
I'm in love with him. So I guess that makes me pretty gay. I mean, if it's crazy because if you record yourself saying Jesus and then play it backwards, it kind of sounds like you're saying sausage. So I guess that does make me gay. Yeah. Yeah. So, what else, man? Yeah. Kamala Harris. What's up with her? Let's get into it. She has a vice president named Tim Walz. And this entire time, I thought Democrats hated Walz. They literally got mad at Trump for wanting to build that wall. Yeah. And apparently there is a border immigration crisis or whatever, and people call her the border czar and shit like that. And with the mass immigration, I guess, there is a fuck ton of kids missing. And some people are wondering, how is this possible? Why? How did this? What? And it's like, motherfucker, take a look at our president. The dude can't stop. The dude can't stop sniffing kids.
Good one.
I'm pretty sure that's how he made it through the 4 years. Instead of lines of coke, they just lined up kids. And it was just like, fuck you, Trump. Yeah. But yeah, so Kamala might be president. And honestly, I feel like she just might become president. Like, I feel like she's had a hit on Biden since he got into office. Like, she just kept putting stairs in front of him. She was like, let me put this guy on a bike. That's a good idea. No helmet. Yeah. Well, let's keep it going for your next comic. He's an actual comic, a real comic. He was voted North Carolina's funniest in the year 2022. He has a show later on tonight in Greensboro, the North Carolina Comedy Festival. Let's give it for your man, EJ.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Good luck, good luck. Yo, before you leave, me and my sister used to get called, me and my sister used to get told, yeah, we used to get told we look exactly alike, too.
Without a beard.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I see it. Very handsome, very pretty.
Thank you, man. Yeah, but yeah, we used to get told we look exactly alike, and it was crazy because, you know, she liked brothers, you know, so brothers would come up to me and they'd be like, yo, your sister's so fine, man, your sister's so fine, and then moments later, someone come up to me and be like, wow, you look exactly like your sister. I'd be like, does that make that dude gay? Does he find me attractive too? Am I fine? Yeah. Let's keep it going for your next comic. Very funny. All the way from South Eastern Asia. My man, Aman.
Edgar doesn't know where I'm from, so he had to be very generic with that. Yeah. It's too risky to guess nowadays, huh? So I'm Aman. So my name is Aman, but
Keeping going for Aman. You better clap, because if not, he'll hack you. Yeah. He's a nice guy. He was just trying to contact you about your car's extended warranty. Yeah, man.
I
What
can
else?
actually hack you guys if you don't laugh. I actually am in IT.
He's in IT. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. He has the AI,
Yes.
the Asian intelligence. Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of races, I guess I'm a little bit racist. But I guess it's mostly against my own people. Like, the other day, I saw a white guy in construction, working for a Hispanic boss, and I was confused. The only reason I knew that he wasn't the boss is because he got into the back of the truck. Yeah, man, I was confused. But yeah, speaking of races,
I'm sorry.
I really feel like America could benefit from being a little bit more racist. Like, hear me out. Like, if they would market this, if they would take real estate for example, if you marketed this and were like, if you marketed this and you're like, hey, so homes brought to you by the same people that built the pyramids. They could just charge more. And then I'll never, ever be able to afford a house. Like, it's already tough right now, man. Like, yeah, like, I gotta freaking, like, actually eat booty-like groceries. I'm like, this is a souffle tonight. The next night I'm like, oh, is this leftovers? Oh man. Let's keep it going for your next comment. He's very funny, very smart, and also in IT, so be careful. Let's give it up for Andrew! Jesus from the top ropes.
Yes.
He's coming down from heaven.
Suplex your soul.
Oh man. Yeah. So make sure to follow Andrew's grandma on OnlyFans. It's a pretty good account. Or so I've heard. Word on the street. Yeah, speaking of OnlyFans, I think I might open up one myself. You know, speaking of side gigs, it's a good side gig. And as long as we're talking about AI, there's this thing called Sora. And it's basically like ChatGPT, but for videos. So you just type in like, blankety blank blank, and it'll give you, you know, like the chicken crossing the road or whatever. So I'll type in like, BBW gets railed by Mandingo party. And then I'll just upload it to my OnlyFans. It's time to scam some of these dumb, horny motherfuckers. Yeah. I only say that because I fell for it, you know? Yeah.
The best of us in here.
Yeah, speaking of gross stuff like that in women, yeah, so COVID, I gave up on COVID in about, like, May 2021. Like, I stopped believing in COVID in May 21, because after I went to a strip club and I was like sucking on titties and like kissing ladies. And then the very next day I had to get COVID tested to come back to America. And, and I came back negative. Super negative. They were like, man, wow, okay, guy. You have strong antibodies and you're negative. What is this? Yeah. And speaking of COVID, I guess, Father Fauci. Father Fauci kind of sounds like he got fucked in the ass by a black guy. He's like, don't question the science. If you question the science, if you question Dr. Fauci, you question science. It's like he got railed and then he ran out of breath and then he could never catch it, you know? He's like, I'm science. Man, it's funny. It's funny, Father Fauci. And it's funny because, like, maybe people would believe in Jesus if I told them that he was safe and effective too. Yeah. Babies. Yeah. I look forward to the day I have a baby. Until then, I'm gonna keep practicing. I'm gonna keep practicing the motion of conception, the process of conception. That's exactly what it was like. My friend, that's called a motorboat. Oh, let's keep it going for your next final comic. The man, the myth, the legend. The slayer of giants, David! You better believe it.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, so I've found women, and like I said, I'm a follower of Jesus. Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
That's how you were born, my friend. Yeah, and it's funny because I put it on my dating stuff. Speaking of online dating, I put that on my online dating profiles, and women probably see that right off the bat, and they're like, and then they're like, well, he's kind of cute, so I guess I'll make an exception. But I guarantee you, he's only gonna do me missionary. Little does she know, I will also do her doggy style. But see, I'm a man of equal rights, you know. I'll even let her get on top. And for Women's Month, I might even let her peg me, who knows. Apparently the G-spot's back there. I wouldn't know. Yeah. And apparently, there's a specific kind of tissue that helps you like with your digestive system, and it's like a muscle fiber. It's called a smooth muscle fibers. And I'm just like, where the fuck did this name come from? Who was testing this muscle? And I was like, you know what, that muscle's kind of smooth. Let's call it a smooth muscle. Yeah. I once did a skit in middle school about that, and that's the only reason I know. And literally, our skit was just going up in front of the class, just pretending we were all taking dumps. We were all like, "Ooh, this muscle's very smooth." Did you see the projectile on that thing? No bumps at all, just smooth as a whistle. Yeah. What up? Well, I guess with that being said, that is all we have for tonight. Thank you guys, love you guys. Everyone have a good night. Drive safe.